Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you are just joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Today I have another sweet and emotional love story featuring Uzor Arukwe and Bambam. Stay tuned because this one will truly sweep you off your feet. The title of this film is Withoutyou. Trust me, this movie is filled with love, drama and some delusional moments that will make you smile and even shake your head. If you know you missed love in every word, then this is for you. This movie opens with a wealthy and influential man who has nothing but spoiled his only son all his life. This young man grew up getting everything he wanted, so he never really understood the value of love, responsibility or commitment. He was known to be a humanizer who moved from one lady to another. One day, everything changed when he met Ify. Ify came to visit her father, who happened to be the driver of this rich man. She brought food for him, and that was where their paths crossed. Immediately he saw Ify, he was attracted to her, but let's be honest, it was not genuine love at first. He liked her because of her beauty and body shape. From the beginning, you could already tell his intention not spur. Without wasting time, he asked for her number. Before you even know what was happening, he went ahead to meet Ify's parents and told him he wanted to marry their daughter. Now, you know Nigerian parents, once they hear rich man and marriage, excitement will enter their body. Instead of asking serious questions like, they encouraged their daughter to date him, believing this was a golden opportunity. But if he was different, she was principled young woman who believed in taking things slowly. She insisted that she would start by going on proper dates and getting to know him. The part of this movie really showed her character. She was not desperate and she was not easily carried away by money or luxury. However, as time went on, the young man began to reveal his true color. He treated her like an object. He barely respected her, and it was obvious he still had many women in his life. The turning point came when Ify caught him cheating with another woman. This scene was very emotional because she felt betrayed and disappointed. She realized that he has been deceiving herself, so she made the painful decision to leave the relationship. On her way home, she was attacked. She encountered some dangerous men who tried to harm her. That moment was so intense and scary for her, but thankfully nothing terrible happened. Just when it seems like all hope was lost, her prince charming Nathan appeared. Nathan was passing by in his car. When he noticed what was happening, he stopped immediately and saved her. From that moment, their lives became connected. Nathan was a calm, gentle and mature man. Unlike her ex, he respected women. But he also had his own pain. He had once been married and his wife died of cancer. Since her death, he found it difficult to love again or open his heart to anyone. Meeting Ify slowly began to heal him. Their friendship started natural and grew beautifully. One thing I loved about this movie was how Nathan did not try to impress Ify with money. In fact, he made it seem like he was struggling financially because of a bad business decision. He wanted to know if she truly loved him for who he was. And guess what? Ify proved that she was not after his wealth. She stood by him, supported him, and encouraged him to keep pushing. This part of this movie showed real love and loyalty. It was refreshing to see a woman who values character over money. But as usual in the movie, the drama did not end there. Ify's ex-boyfriend kept disturbing them. He could not accept the fact that she has moved on. He harassed them and tried to cause problems in their relationship. Despite all this, their love kept growing stronger. The biggest challenge came when Ify introduced Nathan to her parents. Surprisingly, they hated him immediately. They judged him based on his appearance and the belief that he was not rich enough. This really broke Nathan's heart. Imagine finding love after losing your wife, only for the woman's parents to become a barrier. At this point, the movie became very emotional. Nathan began to question whether he deserved true happiness again. Surprisingly, Nathan's ex-wife and Ify has the same love for music. Everything changed when the truth came out. Nathan was actually very wealthy. Not just wealthy, but the biggest shareholder in the company where Ify's father bosses work. When her father's boss accused him of stealing and even fired him, the truth was revealed. The man they looked down on was their biggest savior. Suddenly, the parents changed their attitude and accepted Nathan with open arms. Honestly, this part was funny and very realistic when it shows how some people value money more than character. At this point, Nathan was sick and Ify came to take care of him as usual. He was contemplating on everything that had been going. Ify was so funny. She kept on entertaining him like his ex-wife, and the more Ify keeps doing everything she's doing, the more Nathan keep missing his ex-wife unknowingly to him. Now, after Ife's father was labeled a thief, his boss sacked him, and after his boss sacked him, out of frustration, Ife decided to go and chill out in Nathan's home. One thing about Ife is that she gets along with everybody. In fact, immediately she got into the house, she got along with Nathan's cook. They became best of friends. When she got home, she got the most saddest news of all time. Not just that her dad was sacked, in fact, he was given quick notice to leave their house in less than 3 months. This got Ife so shattered, and that was the period she introduced Nathan to her parents, and her parents were very angry because they thought Nathan was poor, and they thought Nathan was the reason why she refused to marry the boss's son. And Ife was so offended by the whole behavior, so she had to confide in her friend and tell her friend what was going on. At that point, Nathan was not expecting to see Ife again after her parents' warning, but surprisingly, Ife came to see him. That was the most shocking part of it. Nathan was shocked that Ife would come back and look for him. In fact, they hugged, they gist, they spoke out their fears, they are worried, and Ife assured him that there was nothing wrong, that everything is going to be fine. In fact, he has her support 100%, despite everything that her parents have said to him. Now, Nathan also disclosed some certain things to her about his fear of also losing another good woman in his life. And this was when Ife consoled Nathan with a very, very tight hug to let him know that she is always there for him, with or without his wife. Now, the most annoying part was when Ife got a phone call that her dad was sick, and yes, he got high blood pressure because of all the pressure coming from his boss and the time frame they had to leave the house. And that was when Nathan was worried and called Ife so many times because she has not been picking and she has not yet visited him for that period of time that incident was happening. So he was so worried, he confided in his cook, and he was telling his cook about his fear. He kept on thinking about Ife, worried about her genuinely, of course. Shortly, he got a call that Ife was arrested. He was so shocked. Immediately, he went to bail Ife. Now, the most plotting twist was that he took Ife to her father's boss's office, only for them to find out that he is the largest shareholder in the company. This part shocked me. In the end of this movie, Nathan was really able to move on from his late wife and open his heart again. Ife also found the genuine love she has always prayed for. Their love story was beautiful, emotional, and full of lessons about patience and loyalty and true character. Will I recommend this movie for you? Yes, 100%. This movie is sweet, emotional, entertaining. Of course, there were some delusional Nollywood moments, but honestly, that part of the movie was fun. So I am giving this movie 9.5 over 10. Thank you so much for watching out with me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section if you have watched this movie, and let me know also in the comments your own rating. And what would you do if you are in Ife's shoes? Will you marry your dad's boss son, or will you stay for your true love?